Welcome to Copper Piece. Once again, I am your host and Dungeon Master Steve. I am joined by three lovely people, one of which is a special guest.
Was that me?
That is you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so introduce yourself really quick because you already talked first. So
Yeah, I've been talking a lot already today. Hi, my name is Alex. I will be playing a Jodin, the Dwarven Ranger today, and I am happy to be here.
Thank you very much for showing up. I know it was quite last minute, but that's because we have two people not here today. We do not have Lucas. We do not have TJ. So you guys know the rest of these guys. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'll be playing Ken Delling, the Ganassi cleric.
My name's Kevin. I'll be playing Barakos, the Tiefling Rogue.
Last time we played, it is coming up to Ceremony Day. You guys have met some interesting characters. You have Riggs, who's your teacher. Your character's name, again...
Jodin,
yes. I gotta remember how that's pronounced. So.
It's going to change about 10 times, so whatever happens at the time, we'll just run with it.
All right.
Jordy! Good to see you without your visor.
If you start calling me Joe, I'll probably respond.
Oh, man. Okay, so...
As long as it's not token dwarf, we're good.
It won't be. It won't be.
That's my job. I am the token dwarf.
Oh yeah. His character has been raised by dwarves, so he thinks he's one of them. So it is the dawn of a new day. You guys waking up in one of the smaller bunkers that are planted throughout the city. This one is quite close to the town square. This is because the ceremony will be taking place and starting in the town square. You guys wake up.
We sure do.
You sure do.
The ceremony's today?
The ceremony's today.
Is it like the fire festival?
It's from Curse's Strahd? No.
No?
This one's actually good. This one's actually good. It's not raining, as far as you guys know.
I wake up and I start checking over my equipment.
Oh, okay.
Are we all in the same room?
You're all in the same room. You notice that two people are not in the room.
Where are the weaker ones?
I don't know where they are.
I was just transferred to this class, so...
What are you?
Hi, I'm Jodin.
Hi, I'm Ken.
Oh, yeah. I'm Mikhail.
Nice to meet you both.
So you hear some commotion going on outside. A familiar voice.
Is it happy commotion or panicked commotion?
Kind of happy commotion.
Okay.
It's not terrible.
Is it Riggs?
It's Riggs, yes.
All right.
He's talking to some people. You, if you want to give me a perception check, maybe you can hear it.
My 17's not good enough? My 17 passive?
Your 17 passive is more than enough.
Good.
What's your roll?
That was a 9. Am I proficient? That was 11.
Okay, so like with your 17, you can you overhear him stating to someone else that he doesn't know why. The specific words he says is, I don't know why you guys need him right now. I mean, ceremony day. And then you hear the other voice go, it's none of your concern. You're not one of us, so we do not need to tell you.
I look at him and I'm like, I think they're arresting you.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, but it's ceremony day.
I'm
I go back to just polishing my armor. Starting to put it on.
Alright, I'm just going to open the door.
You open the door and you see that there are several mages kind of standing around Riggs, about 3 to 4 of them, trying to... They don't look too happy at all, and neither does Riggs. He looks quite upset with his arms crossed, clearly not enjoying the situation.
They're taking you to mage jail.
Am I familiar with the mages?
No.
Have any of us seen them before?
The mages, no.
No,
None of you guys,
right.
These guys are not, they're not familiar to you at all. One of, Riggs turns around and goes, didn't know you guys were there.
I mean, it's the room you put us in.
Where you told us to sleep.
Yeah.
And then you stand out here yelling.
Well, I didn't think I was yelling. And also, I meant there as in behind me.
You're standing in front of our door. And I'm just busy, like, trying to strap the armor to myself, like...
Riggs, what's going on?
They're taking Zeckendorf to the castle.
Oh, they're not arresting you.
Not me. I'm good. All
Why?
right. Where's
Why?
the ceremony, Riggs?
You don't know? Oh, well, the ceremony starts here. I see you guys have. Well, one of you guys are fumbling with your armor.
What?
I see one of you guys are fumbling with your armor, but it starts here. You guys will meet up in the square in about an hour. As he looks up at the sun to determine where it is and what time it is, he then says, "Get your ceremony garb on, and meet in the middle. We'll meet here, and then we'll continue the ceremony."
Does the garb go? Have we been acquainted with this garb?
Yeah, this sounds new. What garb?
Does it go over my armor?
Yeah,
Or do
what
I have to
kind of
take my
garb
armor
It's like
back off?
graduation day. We're just putting the cap and gown over.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, whatever. That can go
Actually, if
over my
anything, your character, Jodor.
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 Joden?
You were right about Joden. Joden.
Jotun?
Your character's the only person who's like familiar with this.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like you guys don't know what this is.
I was transferred here. I thought they knew what they were doing.
No, it's our literal second day on the job.
We had to kill demons yesterday, and now today we have to wear a blanket.
I am supposed to be a quartersmith. Quartermaster?
Quarter
pounder.
Quartersmith?
So Riggs looks at you and goes, I'll just meet you guys back here in an hour.
Still doesn't describe the garb.
Yeah, no.
It should be in your room, no?
We're asking you to describe it to us. we can't see it.
It should be the blue and silver robes that are in the room.
Thank you.
I mean, they're hanging there. I don't know why.
I will locate this after putting my armor on. Does it look like it goes over my armor?
You kind of look a little puffy. Like, clearly you got the armor underneath it, and it's showing through, like, this kind of robe almost situation. His works fine. He's
Jotun,
okay.
Should I take my armor off?
No, you're fine.
All right.
Don't change a thing.
All right.
Can you describe what the mage's robes looked like that were with?
They're padded robes. Some of them are. Some of the robes are padded, while other robes are kind of free and flowing. The padded robes look like they're more of a combatant, almost more fighter style. Like they're more made for combat.
Okay.
The other robes seem very nice, clean, fair, almost as if they haven't really seen any action.
Any like ornate
Nerds.
runes or any etchings, anything
On
looks
the-
fancy on them?
Usually around the sides and around the bottom. It's kind of etched out along the sides of the
Embroidery. That's
embroidery. Yeah, that's
not
yeah.
etching.
It's embroidered on the the tips and the sides and
Okay.
stuff. You know, like a regular robe. Nothing
Okay.
fancy.
So did they take Barnabas?
They took Zeckendorf.
All right.
So I'm just going to grab my garb and not put it on.
Okay.
I'm just like, I'm fine with it. I'm like, they don't.
My
they don't
garb's
make this
been on the
Dwarven
entire
side.
time. I'm just like,
I'm going to grab my garb and I'm just going to continue walking out of the room.
All
I
right.
strap my shield to my arm. I take
probably
my hammer.
put the garb on.
I just wave it behind me and I just keep walking towards the square.
Clank, 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 clank. We're going. I'm good.
So a good hour passes and Riggs meets up in his quite pristine-looking garb. His is different. Instead of these silver, almost embroidered parts of it, it is gold for him.
Oh yeah, he's the boss.
Yeah.
I guess the nicer.
So he says to you, "Well, get settled in for a long day, folks."
Okay.
So
Is there like assigned seating?
no, when we go up there, there's going to be a little introduction. You guys will stand there. Have you thought about which order house you guys wanted to join?
Yeah, probably the Hootbirds.
Which ones?
The Hootbird, the owls, the owls.
Oh, okay. Okay. I know.
Sorry, sometimes it gets stuck going from Dwarven to Common.
It's okay.
In Dwarven, the word literally means Hootbirds.
Would you
The
want
word
to,
dwarven does not mean hoot birds.
Would you want to just give an overview of the halls again?
All right.
Just
So-
what type each are? That might help.
He says the bear. So the different order halls are named after the creatures of the forests and other areas. You have the bear, who are the more defensive ones. These are the tanks, if so, of the fighter's world. Then you have the foxes, or the quick, agile ones. The eagles are mostly rangers. You have the owls, who seem to be those guys over there, as he kind of like thumbs over to the group of people walking away. He goes, then there's the serpents, who seem to be the underdwellings, almost roguish ones, if you so to speak.
Slytherin.
And I don't remember if that is it. So he goes, those are those.
Forgot one of them.
I did forget one of them.
Diplomats.
And the sparrows, who are the diplomats of the world. So also sort of investigators. They kind of overstretch their powers, so to speak, here or there. So, if you haven't decided what you wanted to join, you might want to think about it on our way to the ceremony. Because once you decide there, that's it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
All right.
No, you're young. You're 17. Time to decide what you want to do with the rest of your life. Graduation day.
Alright. So, we're heading down to the ceremony? Riggs, how long does this take?
This part, maybe 45 minutes.
How about the whole thing?
We'll be here all
Yeah.
day.
Alright. This sucks.
I've been doing this for a couple of years now. And yeah, it doesn't get any easier. Especially with the sun blazing as hot as it is today.
Find a better job.
Oh, no, this is the best job. I get to teach some people how to fight. Some live, some die, but ultimately, I like teaching people like you.
Wait, is it like a hot, sweltering day?
It's pretty hot, yes.
No, I'm fine.
You're okay.
Everything is great. How can you say such bad things about such a nice day?
Cool breeze wafts over you.
No, just heat radiates from me constantly.
He's at fire genocide. Right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So the
Fancy
ceremony...
word for full of hot air.
No.
Yeah.
Crunch.
Grudge.
I'm learning.
So the ceremony starts in the town square, where all the initiates meet in their fine clothes. They take part in a parade that marches up into the main castle area. As you go up to the castle, you see that there is various banners, each in their different various colors, with images of animals representing the houses etched on them, embroidered as well. Some of them silver, some of them gold, but nothing really showing any type of hierarchy or one's better than the other. It's just someone designed them that way. So as you march up to the castle, the gates open, and in the distance you see three men sitting at the footsteps of the castle. They welcome you, and Riggs says, "Okay, just stand over there," and he points to the right.
All right. Well, just head on, clomp on over there.
Yeah. He points over to you, and he goes, "You're not with us for this, but I understand the situation. So your guys are going to stand right next to us. All right?
Sounds good.
Let's see. People start gathering around. They start looking at what's happening through the bars of the gates and picturing this whole situation going on. There's cheering as you guys are marching through the streets. And eventually the cheering calms down as the man in the middle of the three puts his hands down. He's wearing these darkened robes, which is excruciatingly a bad idea for how hot it is outside. And he is not hooded, and he seems to be an elf. He walks forward a couple of steps, and he has these giant boxes, these wooden framed boxes to the left and to the right of him. Let's see. He says, "Greetings to all, and welcome to the Grand Castle of Atheon. Hundreds of years ago, a battle was fought on this very land. Legions of demons came forth from the woods to bestow their bloodlust upon our civilization. Up until that point, the entire world was distraught. Men, women, and children all died at the hands of evil creatures. These monsters had no remorse for their actions. That was until leaders showed up. Several soldiers, mercenaries, and civilians proved their worth by organizing an offensive. They struck down the evil and vile creatures using teamwork, skill, agility. These people will be split up based upon their strengths, like the wardens of their orders. I call upon the following: Riggs, Strider, Tengu, Valente, Shiro, Arla, and Murtaugh. Please gather the amulets for your initiates. Riggs, amongst the other ones that were called, walk forward into the area where the one man is speaking. They grab these boxes. They're all stacked on top of each other. And he grabs over and he comes over to you. And inside the box happens to be several amulets. You notice that for you two, there's only 2 of them in the box. 2 of them are missing. Your party is fine. You have a party of 4 to 5 people on your side, so they will... You guys grab yours and you put them on. These amulets are solid gold, and there's no image on them at all. It's just a solid, round amulet held together with a... as you bite the amulet to test if it's real or not.
Yeah.
Riggs goes, no, not here, not here.
Oh, sorry. Instinct.
He says, just put it on. So around the amulet is this almost like a ribbon, a blue ribbon with, once again, silver embroidered outlines on it.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Exactly. They love the silver.
Blue and
here.
silver.
Yeah.
Shrine of the Silver Monkey. Gold amulet. Makes sense. They're trying to uptown funk us up next door with a graduation party. Do.
As everyone gets their amulets and they put it on, they're all looking at each other like, what the hell is this for? So the speaker notices that you guys are all done putting them on. He says, what you have is the symbol of your order. When you step forth into the halls before you, the symbol will show itself, and you will be bound to that order. What you do, how you act, and the mission given to you will be for the good of everyone. But the hall is your home. It is where you lay your head to rest at night, and it is where you lay your weapons down when not in battle. I now dub thee Wardens of the Argus Empire. And immediately a cheer goes throughout the crowd, and everyone's clapping. Yeah, good job. He says to you, well, let us rejoice in the castle. School, class, let's come in. So everyone, Riggs looks at you guys, your teacher looks at you and goes, all right, let's go in. So everyone goes in, and you're kind of talking amongst each other. You do see, as you walk into the castle grounds, that the amulet displays the order hall, the creature of the order hall that you want to be a member of. So whatever it is, it's there. It kind of shows itself.
Is it like it's just on the amulet?
Yeah, it appears on the amulet. It's almost like an etching, an outline of etching shows up, and then it stays permanently. Almost like you can actually touch it, and it feels like it's arisen from the gold itself.
Mine just looks like an angry dwarf.
Riggs notices that and is like, I don't think that's right.
I thought it would be the hoot bird, but
Is that the one you wanted to join?
I mean, there's nothing for quartermasters, so I mean, why not go with my other strength?
You might have one of those defective amulets there.
Grudge.
Why a grudge on that?
Have you met many dwarves?
Besides the one that you were with before. Yes, I've met many, actually.
We're a grudge-bearing people.
Seems like only one of you are grudge-bearing people. You heard that. He was kind of singing under his voice, but your perception has clearly caught that. So you guys, there's like a line almost, all leading into the chamber of where the king sits. From what you guys understand, the king doesn't normally show himself.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so this is the first time.
Something terrible's gonna happen to him.
This is the first. This is the first time you guys have seen the king. So you go into the king's chamber. The gigantic red doors open up into a white marbled area with column stones, and in the middle seems to be a long table that reaches over the red path that goes right up to the altar where the king sits normally. There's also a table perpendicular, almost immediately in front. The 3 steps that lead up to it. I'm sorry. The table is just in front of the 3 steps that actually lead up to the king's throne. So the king sits, as various other people are also standing. Some of the king's aides are there watching over, as well as some guards and, typical, royalty security.
And Secret Service, the CIA.
Well, you guys are like...
Snipers in the rafters. Yeah, I got it.
It's like you guys are pretty much that. So, let's see here. The king sits upon the throne, old and fragile, and he sees you guys enter, but shows no motivation to stand up or move forward. So once everyone has entered, you guys stand in front of the. You guys are standing in front of this table, and the door is shut behind you in a loud, very loud slam.
No. Is that normal?
Pretty much, yeah. Heavy doors.
Ah.
So one of the voice booms and says, "You may now sit down at your seats."
All right.
And everyone takes a seat.
Where are our seats?
It's like a bench table. You have the benches in front of you, and you guys just kind of take your seats right at the table.
All right.
So we're not breaking up into order.
Yeah.
No, it's all just kind of sit where you have to.
All right, let's go grab a seat.
Yeah.
All right.
As you guys sit down, the king stands up, old and decrepit. He's very white. His hair is also as white and ancient as time has moved on. His frail bones and whatnot. He stands up and he lurches forward. And he tries to take to the first step, and he almost falls. And everyone's like, "Oh my god!" And they stand up and try to bring him down. He waves him
King
off.
broke his hip.
Oh no.
So he gets down to the bottom, and there's another throne-like chair sitting there. And he goes, for the first time in a very long time, he speaks. "Wardens, both old and new, I have some dreary news. Amongst us is a demon. Something vile and evil. A creature that knows no bounds and hopes to bring destruction to us once again. Yes, this does come to a shock to most, but we are under a similar threat that we once had hundreds of years ago under my great family. I'm afraid that the great demon lord is back at it again." And he looks at you all, and he says, "Tomorrow we will start the campaign against them. Do you all agree to this?"
Aye!
Yeah.
"Then we shall celebrate, and tomorrow your orders will be given to you. Let us have a feast."
All right, feasty time.
You guys eat. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. Riggs comes over to you guys and goes, "So, what do you think about all this?"
It's not good news.
"No, this is news to me too. Yeah, this is very weird. They took one of you guys away from us."
Yes, Breckensdorf.
Yeah, Zeckendorf. yeah.
Zeckenbrorf.
Yeah. Also, meet the new member of your team. Whether he is here temporarily or not, I don't know exactly.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh, well, welcome.
Yeah, they stationed him with you in your cabin to make sure that everything went well, I guess, with meeting each other and, getting on the same page.
We go out, we kill demons. That's the page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm on that page.
100%.
Same page.
all right. Well, enjoy tonight, because I do not know what tomorrow's going to hold.
A demon hunt, apparently.
Perhaps. Let's see what's going on. I'll get you more information tomorrow morning. I know I'm not really your teacher anymore, but I'm going to try to...
You're our friend.
Yeah. Well... that's-
Mentor figure friend.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Tomorrow morning, I'll get back to you with whatever orders they have for you. I kind of want to see this through with you guys. This is a really weird situation. I think that you guys are the only people I'll be able to talk to about this.
Yes.
You seem rather trustworthy.
Jordan, your clan, do they drink well?
What dwarven clan doesn't?
Let us see how well they drink.
Oh, drinking contest?
Drinking contest.
All right.
Amen.
So I don't know how I want to play this, but let's roll some d20s here.
Okay.
But you do con saves, right?
Yeah, Constitution save. So
Oh, that's not going to be great.
first,
Oh, wait, aren't you the tank?
Yes.
What do you mean your con's not good?
I don't have a save in it.
Also, how would advantage versus poison saves
Oh.
go for me on this one?
so you'd roll two.
I would roll my
You would roll
two d20s.
so, okay, so what we'll do is first the top 5 wins and is not
Yeah.
as drunk as they can
All
be.
right.
So let's have some fun here with this.
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to cheat.
Let's get some rolls. Let's do this.
It's a 19.
8.
One more.
14.
That's an 18. That's a 9.
6.
As you guys are doing this, an entire everyone kind of stops and's watching you guys as you're drinking.
8.
8.
Oh, you're just
I'm
chugging one.
I'm starting to lose it a little.
Why? No, these are straight dwarven ales.
Yeah, straight dwarven ales.
7.
11.
Ooh,
My rolls have been getting progressively worse. This is appropriate.
With advantage.
yeah.
Oh, there we go. Fail.
9.
Critically fail.
So the last one you take, you just fall to the ground, and everyone starts cheering you, and they're like, "Yeah!" Riggs is watching this from a little bit from afar.
I'm gonna
He's
grab
like,
one more victory drink as I try to help him up.
Okay.
One more roll.
Yo, 100%. And an 11.
Okay.
I'm fine.
So the rest of the night goes by as
Prop
a,
you back
This
up.
was the first thing we did tonight.
I'm feeling fine. I prop you kind of back up on the bench. I think your armor is kind of supporting you a little bit.
the rest of the night fades into some sort of blackened drunkenness for you two. But for you, as you're walking around, you hear a voice at the back of your head in a familiar tone, and it says, "So, what are you gonna do? You gonna keep this a secret?"
What did you say? I didn't even hear what you said. What did you say?
So, what are you gonna do? Keep this a secret? Not gonna tell anyone? Don't think it's a good idea if you do.
I'm just gonna ignore the voice, just kind of brush it off, and then I'm gonna go see some of the wizards that I have to report to.
Okay. So you're gonna walk around and try to find someone, or you
No,
gonna
I'm
take
going
care
to
of this?
leave this part and go
Oh,
somewhere in the
okay.
castle where some of the other mages are that
Okay.
one of the mages that I report to.
So you're walking through the castle. It's at this point it's been a couple of hours now. It's nighttime. Sun's down. People are kind of laying to rest. You happen to find not necessarily someone that you report to, but there is a mage walking around who notices you and says, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
I tell him I need to speak to your higher up.
Our higher ups have nothing to do with you. You're not one of us.
Just tell him that Varicos is looking for him. He'll know.
Strange message, but I'll pass it along. Aren't you one of the people who graduated?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell my higher
Just-
ups.
Sounds good to me. And then I guess I'll go back to head back to where we don't have order halls, right? Is that tomorrow?
That's gonna be like tomorrow and
All right,
from-
so I head
from
back to
around.
where we were sleeping originally.
All right.
Do I find these two like blacked out in the room?
Yeah, you do.
No, just me.
Just him.
Just
He's
me.
blacked out.
In my armor.
In his armor.
Just kind of slumped. I tried to support him on the armor where all the things would hold him up, and he just kind of
He's just
fell
asleep,
over a little bit.
asleep in his armor.
So do you guys decide to...
He'll feel great in the morning. Don't worry. Don't worry about him.
Wasn't. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna hop in my bed, call it a night.
All right. The next day, you guys awaken from your slumber, partially hungover, some of you, and you hear a knocking at the door.
Oh, fuck. Go away.
I'm going to jump up and get the door because I know the knocking is only going to make it worse.
And there stands in front of you is a very relaxed Riggs. And he says to you, "Good morning, guys.
Hello.
Morning.
So, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Depending on where you stand on the case. Well, the news is you guys aren't being sent out anywhere.
Oh, that's great.
The other
Why
ones,
not?
The other ones are being sent out in boats and ships, and they're meeting other places. There's something else.
Boats and ships.
Yeah. There's something else they want you to do. I didn't understand it, but they insisted that I tell you.
Well, that's disappointing. I thought we were hunting a demon.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why they're telling me to tell you guys this, but it seems to be... His eyes kind of roll back, and he's like, there seems to be this situation at a farm. And...
Oh,
Is it
no.
the same farm?
Same farm?
Oh,
You know.
no.
The one where we went to Falls Breach and there was a farm nearby? Is it that farm?
It is that farm, yeah.
Fun.
What happened at Falls Breach?
I'll let them tell you on the way there.
We killed a goat demon.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Let's do this.
While I'm laying in the bed, I'm gonna cast enhanceability on myself to increase my constitution.
Okay.
It just gives me 2d6 temporary hit points
Okay.
and advantage on constitution checks.
Okay.
But I imagine it would help me kick a hangover quicker.
Yeah, it would. It would.
6 temporary hit points.
All right. So he says to you, he goes, okay, so it's down south, a little bit more northern than the tower windmill that's there. So you can meet up. It's a Meehan farm. If you guys are welcome, please check it out. I don't know why they're sending you.
Is this another recon mission?
Well, there's nothing to recon. You guys took care of the threat over there. So go ahead and do what you must.
Didn't they say
But
something
what
about
must we
the
do?
goat always coming back?
Yes, they did mention that. They did mention that the goat would
That
come
while
back.
his master was alive, the goat would always come back, but we killed the master.
Have you guys seen
Did
the
we kill the
goat?
master?
The giant orangutan man?
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Well,
That
did the goat come back? Did you see anything?
I burnt it to ashes.
Okay.
We need to go to this farm.
But why are we going there?
Apparently there was a complaint that we had of the man there, his name is Matthew Meehan, and he says that he sees something awfully strange at night. Could be another one of these demons, maybe similar to the one that you guys saw. But for the first situation to happen and then this to happen or this to come about, it seems too much of a coincidence. So I guess instead of sending you out, they want you to take care of the quote-unquote trash around the area.
They basically want us to finish our job 100%, I see.
I guess covering all bases.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, we don't really have a choice.
No.
It is our mission.
Should we pack bedroll? Should we pack small clothes?
Speaking of that, this is maybe a couple hours away, and I don't know how long this is going to take. That might be a good idea.
Do we still have access to our cart that we took back from there?
Unfortunately, it seems that the owls have taken that too.
Well, they're a bunch of dicks because that was ours.
My character has the soldier background. Could I requisition a new cart?
God bless you, sir.
He goes, "You can try. There is a stable over here. A couple of free carts that I've seen. You can go ahead and maybe talk to one of those men into giving you one. I mean, after all, you are a warden, so maybe you'll get away with it.
Do we have bedrolls and stuff, or is that a thing I'll have to go?
You can just take the ones that are right in the room that you guys have been sleeping on.
Beds.
We've been sleeping on the floor this whole time.
No. I'm sorry, no.
Is it like
Or the bedrolls have just been on top of like things of hay.
Yeah, kind of like that. The bedrolls have been on top of hay.
Probably got lice and shit.
If you're lucky, it's only
no, they
lice.
don't.
Grudge.
They do not. They're pretty good.
All right, well,
I'll go to the
up.
stable and try to get us a horse and a cart. And...
You go to the stable and there's just one very unkempt, very dirty man, just like looking at horses and brushing him. He looks over and goes, "Hey, how were you today?"
I'm doing well. We require a cart and a horse. We're on an official warden business, and we hear you have exactly what we're looking for.
Aha! You're a warden. Are you the ones from yesterday?
Yes.
Ah, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So let's see. I have one. It's gonna be 200 gold.
Clearly, there was a misunderstanding. We are wardens, and we require this for our work.
Oh, okay. That would be.
Yes, we have to help protect the realm.
Yes, 100 gold.
No. I'm going to have to talk to my superior officers on this one. We were explicitly told we need to get a cart and horse from you, and he's not going to be happy.
50 gold.
Don't look at me. I'm not there. I'm fucking picking the hair off my bedroll going.
No, okay. What is this official business? What is it?
We have to go help exterminate the remainder of a demon attack in a local farm, and we can't have that spread up to here.
Okay. I hear this all the time. There was someone here last week telling me the same exact thing, and I haven't seen him in days. He took my stuff and I let him borrow it, and he hasn't come back. You're telling me that you're going to do the same thing?
Well, no, I will come back with the cart and horse.
I'm going to come down and be like, didn't you see the carriage that came in the other night?
No, I was sleeping.
Well, it came in with the demon, and that was us. We're going to need a cart to go back. And I'm going to use an intimidation on him.
Ooh. What are you going to use to intimidate? Like, how are you going to do it?
I'll slam my short sword into his little stall there.
So give me like a strength check with that as well. Like add your strength modifier to it.
Wait.
What is that?
That's a bad DJ.
I think it's the electric slide. I'm not sure.
Wait, but aren't I adding charisma for intimidation?
Yes, you can add also add your strength to it too, though.
So you want me to add charisma?
Yeah, because you're using
strength?
you're kind of using like a strength kind of thing. So
18 plus strength. 19?
all right, so he's like, okay, fine, you guys can have it,
Thank you.
but bring it back in one piece.
Sure.
Third cart this week. Damn it.
I'm gonna go to the quartermaster
All right.
and requisition some rations.
So-
Enough for 2 nights for 3 people.
So the quartermaster goes, "Hey, it's you again."
Hello. How are you? How have you been?
Ah, great, tall friend of mine. You want?
It's very good to see you.
Very good to see you.
We are going out for overnight mission. Could we please have some rations for myself and 2 compatriots?
Of course. Where's the others?
They are requisitioning a cart, I believe.
Did they go to the stable, man?
Yes.
That guy, always trying to make a gold piece off of anything.
I don't think he's going to get any gold out of my friends.
Well, let's hope not. He's a stingy one. Here you go.
Thank you.
Here's your rations. And don't eat them all at one time. I know they taste rather good.
I know they do. It's hard. It's hard.
He looks at you. He goes, "No, they don't." He's like, "Okay." He goes, "Okay, see you later. See you later. Have a
Good tidings. Good tidings.
Good trip. Don't die.
I try my best.
I tell the others all the time, don't die. Some people do. I don't know.
They don't listen. They don't listen.
They
That's
don't
the
listen.
problem.
That's right.
That's the problem with the tall folk. They don't listen.
I know. Okay, so you go.
Goodbye,
Have fun.
goodbye.
So you guys meet at the gate. So you meet at the gate.
I got like a bag of Cheetos, a bag of Lay's, but definitely not because it's a trademarked items and I don't want to get sued.
So it's a bag.
2 liter of.
No, it's like individually wrapped rations, like a medieval MREs.
Yeah.
I was
So jerky and
two for
hard
you,
cheese.
2 for you.
Lots of cheese.
Lots of cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese. They don't want you pooping.
No, you can't.
You can't poop out in the
It's like
field.
military rations are all like peanut butter and cheese because they don't want you pooping.
No, they're not. So you meet up at the gates. You're handing the rations out. You have a cart with a very old-looking horse, by the way. Definitely not the best one he could have given you.
We got it for free.
Yeah, free is for me.
Can't you tell?
Yeah. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna pet the horse affectionately, and
The horse likes it.
yeah,
The horse is very into this.
horse like.
I'm nicknaming the horse Dusty because it's so old.
Animals like affection. I'm gonna cast enhance ability and put bull strength on it
On the horse?
on the horse.
So the horse is like the horse is like eyes wide and as wide as it's ever been. And it's like, all
The
right.
horse feels great, almost as if he has advantage on strength checks.
Okay.
We're going to hear about this horse doping scandal later.
So you
No,
guys
but that takes it off of me because the concentration
Yeah.
spell,
Yeah.
and I immediately just just turn my head and hurl.
so
Oh, I feel much better actually.
you're petting this horse to everyone else. You're petting this horse, and all of a sudden you just puke right next to it, and you hear the man go, "Hey, stop puking next to my horse!"
I
Wonderful.
shamble onto the cart.
Okay.
I'll like grab the reins and start.
So you guys start heading out. I guess you're trailing behind.
I'm going to sit in the cart too.
Okay, so you're
I'm not going to walk next to the cart.
So
I
you're
only have 25 speed. I'm riding in this thing.
So you get in the car, and it takes you about a half a day, but you arrive to the farm. The dirt road leads into a muddy, even like worse looking road that leads right up to this farm.
Gross.
As you lead up to the farm, you see a man standing there, and he's just kind of working at the ground and doesn't pay attention to you really.
I'll ask him for like where's the local stable so I can board up this horse and feed it if there is anywhere.
You can wait. Who are you? Who are you?
Are you Matthew Meehan?
Me. That's a word I understand. Yeah, I'm that's like. Yeah. I'm.
We are wardens here because you see things at night.
Oh! They finally sent someone. Oh God. Yes.
What do you see at night?
I see this man. Oh, come inside. Come inside my house. Come inside. You guys are welcome. You wardens. You got the amulet to show me you are. What is yours?
It appears to be a grumpy dwarf. I have gotten a defective amulet. I believe it's supposed to be Hootbird, but I have grumpy dwarf.
I understand some words too. Come inside. Come inside. So he brings his. Goes. You guys want some tea, some drink.
Oh, tea would
Anything
be
stronger
lovely.
than tea?
I got stronger tea. I don't know. I don't know what kind of tea you like. I got like 3 teas.
My
Like
friend here
ale?
likes tea that can lift horse.
He looks at you with his like jaw agape, and he's just like,
Alcohol.
of course, that's what I meant.
He
I
says
know that's what
alcohol, and I just kind of stifle a gag.
He notices that. He goes, "Are you okay?"
Alcohol.
They sent. Oh my
He
God,
had
they
a
sent-
great night last night.
Well, I haven't, so I mean that makes one of us.
Well, it was our graduation. but
It seems we
We're
were
here on
all
business.
fighting demons last night.
he kind of looks. He goes, "Oh, you guys just
Oh,
guys just
no, you
graduated?
just told him we're the new guys on the force.
you guys just graduated."
Not just
They said-
graduated, it was
Oh my God.
yesterday.
He puts his hands through his hair, and he's like, "Oh my God, they
Well,
sent me new guys. They sent me new guys. What? No, this is gonna work. This is gonna work."
You know about that neighboring town, though, right?
The one
Falls Breach.
Falls Breach.
Yeah, they've been there for. I don't. My wife and kids, they ran there. I don't. They left me a while ago. I haven't been the same, and things have been kind of weird. And
What
they're
have you
just
been
left.
seeing?
So okay, so get this. There's this
So I just
crazy
start
guy.
sipping the tea.
There's this crazy guy who lives over in the tower, like down there a little bit. And he's been showing up, and he just creeps along my crops, and he just ruins them. And then he comes like right up to the window, and I yell at him, and he doesn't. He gets closer, and he reaches in, and I had to grab my crossbow. And then when I aim it, he's gone, and he just disappeared. Weirdest thing ever.
So you have a disappearing old man.
He's not really that. I mean, listen, like I don't like the guy in any sense, but he's not really that old. I mean, he's
By ruin your crops, is he like stealing them? Does he just trample them? Does he
He-
like rip up the
Is
ground?
he withering them?
he's like just stepping all over him and stuff, and he's making it really hard for me to deliver what I need to deliver. And
Did-
What kind of crops does he grow?
like
Wheat
you know,
and
like,
hops.
mud.
and-
like
He
like
mostly grows
potatoes and like carrots and
Okay.
stuff. Like
So,
just
If it was like wheat and hops, okay, high priority, save the farm. Potatoes and carrots, stew.
I mean,
potatoes can be made into a beverage.
True.
he says that anything can be made. I mean, carrots, carrot juice, potatoes, potato juice. I mean, come on, anything can be a drink.
Potato juice is also colloquially known as vodka.
How far is this tower?
It's a couple of miles down south.
What time
it's
of
over
day
the
is
river
it?
stream. Right now, it's about like I'm going to say 1:00.
Should we go knock on man's tower and just be like, hey, stop fucking around?
Direct approach, I like it.
Yep,
Yes.
fine with me.
Alright, so let's,
Well, maybe he'll listen. Maybe he won't. Maybe he'll listen to you. I don't know.
alright,
I don't know.
can we leave our things here?
Well, it's a couple miles. You want to walk it, or do you want to take the cart?
Take the cart.
We'll take the cart, but we'll leave like our bedroll and like other shit here.
If you guys want to stay here, you can. I don't know. I mean, you know what? You should stay here because
Yeah.
you'll see him like running
See,
about.
like,
He's so weird.
If we don't get a response, we'll catch him at night.
Oh, definitely catch him at night.
Does he come by every night?
Just about, yeah.
Okay.
Let-
we have a
let
plan.
us-
We have a couple options. You want to go the direct approach, or sip tea with this dude till nighttime and wait for the guy?
Why not both? We can go to the tower.
If it's only a couple miles, we can go, come back. The horse is strong like bull. The horse has the strength of a bull.
Okay.
The horse has bull's strength. Cast upon it by me.
Is that what you call that thing?
It looks like it has null strength right now.
Wait, is the horse like holding up okay?
The horse is like perfectly fine.
All right.
The horse is sitting in the stables on it and has his hand in its knees. It's like, oh.
The horse is like, oh my god, I want to. I'm gonna run through things.
All right.
Horse got swole.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll head towards the watchtower.
So as you, so he's like, okay, so coming from a man who hasn't slept in like a month, thank you at least for coming by to check on. Just take
Do you
care.
know his name?
Oh yeah, that's Jova.
Jovan?
Jova.
Jova?
J-O.
J to the O of A.
Wait,
Yeah, you know
and what's
me?
your name?
Jodan.
Jotun.
Is it a family name or something? I don't know. What? 'Cause
Are you
no-
guys related?
No.
Also,
no.
human. Is it human?
He described
Yeah,
a
he's human.
a very human-like apparition. I'm a dwarf.
He said. He
Beard.
said, "Man."
Yes, man.
I am very envious
Dwarf.
of beard.
Very luxurious.
I keep trying to grow it, only look like fire. They go, "Why your face on fire?" And I'm like, "Oh no, it's not his beard." They make me shave it out of caution and worry.
Should just grow it out.
Dwarven life is hard.
Yes.
So you guys have that part of the conversation, I guess, on the way there.
Yes.
So you arrive, you see this gigantic windmill, and it's spinning ever so lightly in the wafting of the wind. And there you see small crops as well, kind of like outlaying some of the lands of this windmill. It rests in between two like parting smaller, very small, tiny like streams of water that lead into the ocean. As you see that as the background of this.
Oh, we're
windmill.
coastal?
Yeah,
Oh, neat.
yeah. Although you're like on cliffs.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
So it's
Are there windows on this tower?
yeah. There's a couple.
Can I go up to a window and peek in?
You go in and you see that there's a man. He's kind of cooking some stuff up. He's got some vials and stuff. He's not necessarily an older man. He's bald, gray hair on the side. Doesn't look old by any means, though.
Not old, just described
Just-
as
exactly.
Not
Sounds-
old, just bald.
he-
and has gray hair.
some
Robert
unfortu-
Picardo.
some unfortunate circumstances have led him into this. He wears like this robe that looks like an old, dirty burlap sack, and he
Ah.
ties it around with an old, dirty rope.
Oh.
What's in the room besides the? Is there like a dead body in the room? I need to just.
No dead bodies, nothing. There happens to be, just like I said, a couple of vials, some plants that are growing. He's got a couple of knives and stuff like sprawn around, but every like mortar, pestle, things like that. You do also notice that the center of the room happens to be a series of gears and a shaft coming from above down to below, and he's tossing some things into what looks like a basin that surrounds these gears.
So should we meet the neighbors?
I think it's just him. You just knock on the door.
Boom, boom, boom.
He stops and
I'm watching from the window.
Who's there?
Hello, Mr. Jova. Is wardens from city?
Crap. Okay. I guess you guys are here to investigate the whole situation too, huh?
What situation? What are you talking about?
Oh, well, I put a complaint about my neighbor over there, Matthew Meehan, coming over here and ruining my crops. I guess you went to him first, huh?
Well, he was the one who had the complaint with the city.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
about you doing the same thing.
As he's
That's,
talking,
that's totally him. Yeah.
can I roll a perception on him to see like if he's bullshitting us or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
Oh, could I also?
There's insight, right?
Yeah.
Is it perception or insight?
Do insight.
Then that would only, unfortunately, be a 12.
I only unfortunately have an 11.
So
The actual dwarf is slightly better than the pretend dwarf in like every way.
Except armor class.
14.
So he seems totally genuine, completely in control, and he seems to be telling the truth.
Does he look like the other guy at all?
No,
All right.
no, he looks, he's kind of different. The other guy is wearing like overalls. He's got like some blonde hair. He's got like a
All right.
pitchfork, typical farmer. This guy just looks a little different. So he goes, okay. So what? They sent you guys over here. You went to him first. Is that how this worked?
Well, A, he put the complaint into the city. And B, he was closer.
See, this is where I hate how everything goes. I give these guys medicine. I give them what they need to be healthy and living, and they treat me like this. Like they just put me down at the bottom. I complained about him first.
Okay.
So
That's it. Okay.
yeah, he comes around at night. He steps on my. He legitimately walks over. I see him. He comes up to my window and he just stomps on my stuff.
Do you try to point a weapon at him and he disappear?
Look, the only thing I got here is like a bunch of knives.
Do you try to grab knife and when you turn back, he gone?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right.
So, I'm going to bring my compatriots to the side here. So we get the two of them together at night and see what happens?
Right, these people are haunted. Straight up fucking haunted.
I mean, we just versed an orangutan demon thing, so...
I think we could take out the ghost or a poltergeist or whatever.
So, I mean, ghost really isn't too far out of the realm.
Hey.
Right, but where are these spirits coming from and what's stopping them from resting?
Probably Demon Town.
Will we find out on the next episode?
Only if we stop recording this one.
Which is what's going to happen now. Catch us next time. Thank you guys for listening to this really strange and weirdly background sound. I don't know.
I'm sorry my neighbors are having a party, guys.
It's only the summertime.
How dare they have fun?
How dare they have fun on my time?
Friday night.
I know. All right. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Please check us out on Twitter.
At Peace Copper.
At Peace Copper. You can find us, and thank you to Alex for joining us for these sessions.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
And we're still gonna have you on for a little bit more. So let's get right. You know, I was gonna say let's get right into it, but like you guys aren't gonna hear us the next episode for another week. So there we go.
God, fuck them.
See you guys later. Have a good night.
You shouldn't ramble so much. I get lost. I'm sorry.
So do I. Good night.